Coming up on today's video, we're going to take questions from subscribers about the latest Knicks news and rumors. If you didn't get your question on the show, it's your own dang fault because you're not subscribed. So go down right now, hit that big red sub button, and sub for Nick Stubbs. You're watching Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I am Marshall Green, and we're taking this first question from my man, Low LB. What up, LB? He said, this will be Quentin Grimes' season. Yeah, I think that Quentin Grimes is primed for a big year this year. Just when you talk about what he does well on the court, it just translates to winning, right? I mean, the guy averaged 11 points per game last year for the New York Knicks, and I'm not sure that they ever called a play for him. I'm not sure they ever drew anything up for him. What I love about Grimes, though, is this stat is one of my favorites. There was 25 games this year where he had a minimum of 10 field goal attempts. And in those 25 games, the guy averaged 17.8 points per game and shot 40% from downtown. So when he gets a little bit of more juice, when he's more involved in the game, when he gets more opportunities, he contributes. He's one of the best defensive players in this league at a young age. He's a true 3-and-D guy, but I also think he has more to his game. I think he can create off the bounce. I think he can become a table setter of some sorts. He is a special player. Not sure if he'll ever be a superstar in this league, but he is someone that I do think could be a really good player for a really, really long time and a starting player on a championship-winning team. Jason B. coming in with a super chat. We appreciate you, JB, a legend. He said, what up? Embiid is my top choice and would give up assets. Anyone not named Brunson or Randall. So I think this is how the trade would work. You got to give up Mitchell Robinson for sure. Then I think you have to give up either Barrett or Randall, and then I think you have to give up Grimes quickly and a whole bunch of picks. There's no doubt, though, that Embiid is special. I mean, there's a reason he was named the league's MVP. Did he have a lackluster playoffs? Sure. But at the end of the day, not too many 29-year-old MVPs could potentially be traded. I'm a fan of him. I think he's a great defender as well, especially when it comes to protecting the rim. Almost 2 blocks per game there. I think a 2-man game of Joel Embiid with Jalen Brunson could be the best duo in the association, especially in the Eastern Conference. I think it'd be the best teammate that Embiid has ever played with in Jalen Brunson. It's risky because he's missed some games in his career, but it's hard to pass up on talent, and Embiid's got a whole lot of that. Wilma D. Fit, coming in with a question, says, hashtag Knicks, do you think the Knicks will extend Quentin Grimes? I don't think it's smart for the New York Knicks to extend any players on their roster right now. They need to maintain future cap flexibility. And what do I mean by that? In the summer of 2025, when guys like Jamal Murray, who's probably not going to leave, but Brandon Ingram and Donovan Mitchell and Paul George are going to be unrestricted free agents, the Knicks could potentially have the most cap money in the NBA. Why? Because the only people with contracts on their team going into the summer of the NBA league year of 2025, the only people on the books are R.J. Barrett, Mitchell Robinson, and Donte DiVincenzo. I'm assuming Josh Hart will be on that list once he signs his extension, once he gets that offered. And Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle have player options for that year, worth $29.4 million for Randle, and $24.9 for Brunson. They are going to decline those player options. They are going to enter free agency, not to leave the Knicks, but to get a longer-term deal done with the Knicks. And what do the Knicks have to their advantage? They have bird rights for Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle, meaning they can go over the salary cap to re-sign their own players. And if you have those players opt out of your deal, that is $54 million more in cap space. You're already projected to have $37 million in cap space. So 37 plus 54. I'm not good at math, but that's somewhere close to $90 million in cap space with the ability to bring those guys back. The Knicks could sign almost two max contracts while also bringing back a couple of great players. No, do not extend Grimes. As much as I wanted to be here, he's also going to be up for an extension and contract after his first 4 years in the league. Do not extend anyone. Keep those books clear and be ready to spin big and put the cherry on top to this team in the summer of 2025. We'll focus on 2025 later. Let's focus on 2023 right now. Las Vegas has the win total for the New York Knicks this year at 43.5. Over under Will they win more? Will they win less games this upcoming year for the Knicks? Type O for over, type U for under. I want to hear from you in the comment section right now. My man So Real 13 coming in with a $10 super chat. I appreciate you, my good man. Says, yeah. What up, Brody? What's up, Martian Seeps? I know you're young, but I remember when Mark Jackson joined the Pacers, he became a Knicks killer. Do you think that will happen with Obi Toppin? I hope not. I think Obi's going to be good, though, in Indy. I do. And if he is good, if he's great, that doesn't mean the Knicks made a mistake. Does that mean they maybe didn't get enough back for him? Sure. But he's going to be good there, man. He fits what they want to do on the basketball court, right? Pace, space, up and down, transition, launching threes. I think Obi's going to be good for the Pacers, and I can already see it now, all the Knicks fans complaining. Thing is, he was never going to be a significant piece for the New York Knicks unless Julius Randle was off this team, and as much as sometimes I hope and pray that's going to happen, it does not seem like it is in the deck of cards in the upcoming future. But let's hope not, right? So Real, but I do think he's going to be a good player for them, and if we match up with them in the playoffs and lose, man, oh man, are the OBD riders going to be loud. Wendy E. Z. Nutsmacker Cross. I don't even know what that means, to be honest with you, but I appreciate the $5 super chat. Wendy's nuts smack across your face. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one, Wendy. Quentin Grimes should be on the no trade list. Too much upside potential thoughts. I'm not trading Quentin Grimes unless I'm getting back a superstar. And I don't think there's a lot of superstars in this league right now. I truly believe that Quentin Grimes is going to be a winning piece on a winning team for many, many years in this league. Not trading him. Nope, not doing it. Not doing it. Who was it that said the Knicks shouldn't trade Quentin Grimes? Jerry West. Jerry West, the guy that has pissed out more basketball knowledge than all of us have combined in our little peanut brains. He said the Knicks should not trade Quentin Grimes. I'm going to roll with the logo on that one. Make sure you guys are subscribed, though, to the channel, because if and when the Knicks make a move, we are going to make a video. So make sure you're subscribed. Go down right now, hit that big red sub button, and sub for New York Knicks dubs. That's right. My man, Carl. Carl, what's up, brother? Long time no see, my man. He says, I've been watching Donte's highlights. Kid got skills and is a solid defender. Could you see him starting over Grimes? Curious minds want to know. Well, I'm glad that you watched highlights on him, because there was a guy that had a name very similar to yours and a profile picture very similar to yours that said that he didn't want him, I don't think. Maybe you didn't say that, but I'm just going to put that on you, Carl, that you didn't say that because you wanted OG Anunoby. I know it's Anunoby. It's a little insider here on Knicks Now. I mean, if you're watching at this point in the video, you know the inside jokes. But, Carl, I will say this. No, I do not want Donte DiVincenzo to start over Quentin Grimes. I want that to be Grimes' position. I want him to be the backup, the starting two guard, for the Knicks for the foreseeable future. Just too much winning basketball, man. Too much winning basketball. Especially, I mean, when you compare the two players, they are very similar, except for one is going into, I believe, his 5th or 6th year in the NBA in Donte DiVincenzo, and another guy is entering their 3rd year in the NBA. They're very similar in the sense that they're scrappy. They play defense. They can rebound. They can create for others. They're really good shooters. But I just like the height and the length that Grimes gives you a little more than Donte DiVincenzo. And I think Chenzo's a better bench piece at this point because he can run a little bit of that point guard spot compared to Grimes, who's pretty much a wing. But I think he's going to grow into having guard skills in this league and be a 5-tool player down the line. As always, I just want to say thanks, and I appreciate you for rocking and rolling with us here on New York Knicks Now by Chat Sports. If I missed your question, send me it in a DM over on Twitter @MarshallGreen_.